Hey everybody, it's Talia here, your creative confidence mentor. I only have the phone set up here, so you guys will be able to see me get into this project right away. Tonight we're gonna be creating a envelope journal, and it's basically gonna be a self-made journal that we're binding together with envelopes. That way we can have pockets to store little things, or either if you want to send it out. So here's an example of one of the envelopes I made just with paper. So I took a regular envelope and just deconstructed it. I filled out the sides and then traced it onto a paper, cut it out, and then glue it together. And that's what we got. So I'm going to be using these, but with what we're binding together today, we're actually going to keep the envelopes open up until the very end. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to have a couple where we're going to where we're going to cut them out from a paper. I have a big stack here. Let's see. So I've got a whole stack of papers. Pick a few designs, make some envelopes, and then we'll put them together. And I'm also going to keep maybe four. We'll keep 4 of the envelopes together. There's going to be another way that I want to show you guys how to attach them by lacing them together. So yeah, if you're joining, say hi. And remember, if you're watching from Facebook, give StreamYard permission. And that way I can see who's talking to me. Yeah, so here's going to be one option where we put them together. And then you just sew it through. I couldn't find my yarn. I was practicing yesterday and I don't know where I put it away. But I have this, so it's going to be an example of using what you can find. So this is what I found. This is where's the end. When we get to that part, I'll be using some party string instead of yarn. All right, so let me clear off the space. The first thing I'm going to do is find a few pages that I want to use. And I hope this is big. Yeah, okay, so I have this stack here. This tiny stack. And these here. So these are little scraps of paper that I have for my junk journaling. But I don't like having them just hanging out everywhere because then they can get thrown away or they just end up getting damaged and I don't use them. So once I make this envelope journal, I'm hoping to put them in there. That way they can be organized. All right, you ready? So I'm just gonna grab a few papers. You're basically hanging out with me tonight while I put this together. So feel free to chat with me. You can grab your stuff if you want to try and make something. And again, since the creativity isn't just about arts and crafts, you know, if you're, what are you guys doing right now? It's 8 o'clock. Some of you guys might be cooking dinner or eating. So yeah, just think. I like this one. Oh, no, it's not. Steps. Okay. These look similar, just different colors. See how many do I have? I have 4. That's 2 right there. It's different that it's so quiet. Kind of want some music. I like this idea of creating the journal or like the whole thing with pockets and not having to worry about a cover. So once I trace these out and make a few envelopes, once we bind them together, I'm not going to have to worry too much about a cover. I'm just going to wrap a paper around the last two. So when we get there, I'll be able to show you. And I'm tracing it on the back of my paper just so I don't have to worry about being perfect. And it can get messy. Oops. If you're catching the replay and you're in the junk journaling group, let me know how it's going, if you've made any postcards, if you sent any out, and what you thought about it. I haven't heard anything from the people that I sent my cards to yet. These papers keep me. Oops. Oh, I'm not even into frame. Sorry, you guys. I'm way down here. But basically, this is my third one that I'm tracing. So I've got the paper that I selected with the pattern on the back side, and I'm just tracing the envelope. Oops. I totally missed the outside on that one. If any of you are out there just now starting on creating or making junk journaling or anything related to what we've been making here, just want to give you a heads up that Michael's having a sale right now. I know they had some planners for this year on sale for 80% off. So that's pretty good. Right. So I've got them traced. I'm going to go ahead and cut them out. And you guys are pretty much going to get to watch the entire process just so that it's easy for you to go through if you ever do decide to try this. I've seen a couple videos on this, so there's different ways that you can try creating your own booklet with pockets or an envelope journal, whichever you choose to call it. Those are the two terms you can use when you're using the search option. This envelope journal and journal with pockets. Okay, here's the first one. Oops, went over a little bit. That's fine. Here's the second one. So I'm cutting out 4 of these envelopes. That way you can see now the 2 options that we're going to do. The same way that I've already connected these 2 or laced them in together. We're going to do a set of that. And then the one that we're going to keep open until we actually bind it. Oops. Oh, there we go. There's that. And I don't think I have my glue. So what I'm going to do is use washi tape. And put this in. This is yep, that's perfect. And I'm just going to use some tape to go on the outside edge here. It's kind of flowery. Hang on a second. Let me go grab the glue because it's not going to work with the washi tape. I guess this is like my new setup, and I've worked with it on my references. So. Found it. Sorry. Okay, so here we go. Got some glue. So 2 of the envelopes, I'm gonna actually glue them together or already turn them into envelopes. And I'll lace them together on this end. Probably these 2 colors. There's 2. Yeah, these 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one together as well. And put them together and fold that over. And it's up to you if you want to keep that as a loose page or if you want to glue it to the back of this one. Kind of to give it that glue wrap. Same with these here. These are already put together. So this is an option of you buying envelopes that are already made and using them. Or if you don't have envelopes and you want to use a pattern and cut it out from the paper that you do have and putting it together. Now, these 2 options are not options, but these 2 envelopes, I'm going to use a different option, and it's going to require us to keep the edges open until we actually get it binded in the book. And the reason is it won't be opening. You notice how we have this laced here? The openings are towards each other in the same pocket. Whereas if we keep these open and we bind the book in the middle here, and then we glue our envelope together, we can have the pockets to the outside. So it can give you more space to put some things in, which might be a little bit clearer after we get this book made. Put this down. So we've got a total of 6 envelopes for this book. Okay, so these two I'm going to keep open until we get it binded. I'm actually going to put them in the middle. That way they're protected by these that have the sleeves on the outside. I'll put this over and not have to worry about the outside when I create the cover. Which, let's see, I have this red paper that I didn't cut out. Or this one. I think it could cover it. Double check. This can wrap around. Perfect. I'll fold this in half and make it my cover. So that will be after. That'll be for later. Sweet. Add some more. Okay, so now I'm gonna get my string. It's gonna be a struggle for a moment. Hang on. I've got to find the end on this. I don't remember the last time I used this. Interesting. Where is it? This is crazy. I really can't find the end. Okay, hang on a second, because I'm gonna have to cut this or find some yarn. Got some yarn. I think for a few envelopes that should be neat. And because this is still open, I'm also going to use that. So, let's see. I think I'll start from the outside. I don't have no particular order because these are going to be covered by that. So I'm leaving a tail here on this end. I came through the back of these envelopes here. Came through the back on these two. So these two are laced together. I came through the outside. Back through. Oops, there goes my glue. And it's paper, so it's a little bit easier for us to just push right through with the needle. Which, oops. Try to get to the center as best as you can. There we go. And now that I'm on the outside of this one, I'm going to come through the top here on my next one. So, top, kind of keeping them close. Maybe I should have marked them. Not that it matters. The only difference is that your pages may be uneven if you don't keep it close together. So I'm just gonna stack it next to this one to kind of get a reference as to where my next point is gonna come up. And then you're gonna pull it so that they come close. And then the next one. Oh, I'm marking them so that it doesn't get uneven as I'm lacing them together. Some of this is like filling for it more than like just looking where you see it. I'm gonna pull it snug so that these are close together. Oops, I lost it. Okay, and the next one we have two more signatures here. Okay. There we go. This one. I'm just gonna poke them real quick so it's easy. There we go. Come on. Okay. So now that I've got them binded in, I'm gonna fold these in. And it looks a little loose right now, but you'll see what I'm about to do. See? Okay, so now we're up here. Got these two ends like that. And then I'm just gonna keep that tucked in the back there. And then this here. The covers, basically you're just gonna wrap around the book itself. And this part is up to you if you want to leave this out as a flat or a page. This is from two of them coming together. So you see, I can stick these in here. But we'll get to that in a moment. Let me go ahead and make sure that we go through here because some of them were left open until they were binded in. So you notice how it looks loose here? Those are all going to come together, so I'm not too worried about it. Where did my glue go? This is neat. It looks a little odd while you're creating it with the flaps open and everything, but you notice how now it's bounded or it's binded into the book here. And now that I've created the envelope, it won't come out. So it'll stay in there to the book. Your pocket. This one. Together. I'm actually going to glue this piece to the back. This here. That open, and I'm going to keep this like this. Actually, I think I'm going to cover them that way I can bring this flap open here. Oh, I can put the glue stick away. Fold it in here. I don't want to use it. Oh, I'm going to use this. I got that. So it's too long. I just need to be. Okay, there we go. Okay. So now I'm just going to take my glue, whatever it's at. And just try to line that up as best as you can to the cover. If you have Elmer's glue, you could put it down the back on here. I'm not sure how good this glue stick is going to hold it back. It's fine in the book, but we'll try. I didn't glue this. Sorry, I keep moving out of this. There it is. Okay, so now I've got 2 pockets on here. I guess I could use this for similar colors. So set this in here. And then I'm gonna have to figure out how to wrap this in there better. But I'm gonna use washi tape to keep it together. So I'm use this little adventure looking one. This is pretty neat. I actually found this on Amazon. If you are a regular crafter or somebody who's using washi tape, you know that well, I guess anything sticker related in scrapbooking or crafting is kind of pricey. So washi tape is kind of up there. But yeah, I found this little pack. I think it was $5 on Amazon. Couldn't pass it up. There we go. See? Fixed it. Oh, I didn't glue this one. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Go. All right, and I have a lot of these. Use different ones. Here we go. Use a different color or a different style. These two together. Does it say good? Or coffee? I guess I could actually cut these out too and use them as little stickers. Like coffee. Let me cut it this in. Come closer together, please. Cool. Maybe not enough, but it helps a little bit. It at least keeps these two together. So yeah, your book is always what you want to make it, how much time you want to put into it is all up to you. Like I mentioned, mine is actually going to be used to store some of this scrap paper just so that I don't lose it. I have a lot and they're just scattered everywhere. And I actually plan on using them. I just need to keep them organized. And there's that. This is a little uneven. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put some of these together. So I have a big set. Along with these different colors. Okay, maybe I'll do this. There we go. Uh oh, this is a little crooked. Oh no! What's the good thing I used a glue stick? Well, hopefully we'll see. Let me see how many fix this. Thick layer. Oh wow. I live by a main road, so every night for the past week it feels like there's sirens. Crazy. It's been raining too, so that also might be affected. Let's see how well the washi tape can help us with this situation. We've got 2 envelopes, further apart than usual. Actually, I think these 2 have a better. Better checks. Let's see, coffee or a map. Let's use coffee on this one. And I use the map stuff to fill up the gap on the others. Let's do it. Come on. Thank you. Let's do it. Get the outside cover on the back. 2 pockets. Oh, look, I can put this in here. Come on, pocket. There we go. Oh, actually, I think this goes with here. This is the envelope I made. So if you make your own envelope, you can cover your address. Write to who you're sending it to. Stick their little postcard that you made for them. I'm still gonna write a message on this one. But stick your little postcard in. Put the flap over it. I left this unglued for reason. You can put a sticker or something and then send it off. Just make sure you're using a forever stamp. That way the weight that you have from you creating this by yourself or on your handmade postcard, those layers that you use of gluing the paper and stickers together can give it some weight. So that's why I recommend using a forever stamp. Make sure it gets to the person you're making it for. And for this here, this big gap, I'm going to use this wider tape to hopefully keep it together. At least enough to show that it's supposed to be together. Oops, this is a gap too. And let me do this. My finger. And this pattern that comes up here, just to give it, just so that I can use that tape. That one's there. Okay, you guys, I think we're done. And that's neat. You see now I had, so I just randomly had stacks of paper out everywhere. But now they're all in here. So if I go do it, I want this, grab from here. I could probably separate these into 2 stacks and lay them side by side, actually. Usually I use these little cards like this to make a tag. Let's see. Do something like this. We'll take a few moments to create a few little things that we can add in. So let's say I would use this to find what I need. Oh, this is nice. Using these. Secure, and I still have pockets that I can add into. And I could actually decorate on here, which I'm gonna do now. Let's go my ear closing. And I also have more washi tape in here. Oh, there's my glue. Earlier I was looking for the glue stick that's in with the washi tape. So I've got that, and I've got some papers here. Let's see what we can put together with more scraps of paper. And also have some silver here. Maybe we'll see. Let's see what I can craft in, like, let's see, let's do 15 minutes. Let's end the last 15 minutes with me making something. And it's gonna be random, so don't expect anything too fancy. Just kidding. Oh, I got some new stickers. I think I got some like this. See, I like this pattern, but I'm not going to use all of it on this little card. So I can actually tear this piece into pieces and put them in one of the pockets for next time, a different project. Just layering, layering. Let's see, should I put it here? All these layered papers together. Oh, what was that? A little deeper background. And that there. There we go. We must take adventures in order to know. We must take adventures in order to know where we truly belong. I promise. I speak English. Every day has a story. Here, maybe. Every day has a story. This will be my last piece. Whatever I put here, this will be the top layer. Like that page cut out. There's a blank that was supposed to be on that image that got cut off. I'll put it on here. There we go. Keep them together. I'm basically just flipping through until I find something that catches my eye or inspires me also. Not a frame again. Sorry. Let's try this one. Not really see anything. Strong, pretty. Oops, let's see. These are kind of cool. Be yourself. It's probably being kind. Or okay, I'm gonna use these three. Something real quick. Butterflies from here. Oops, there goes its wing. No. See. If you're somebody who likes the neat edges, you can use the scissors. But I'm actually just going for the texture. Oops. I almost tore its wing off again. Okay. And I just want to be yourself. Message. Be yourself. Something like that. This and butterflies. Background. This paper's a little bit thicker, so I'm going to use glue and I'm going to use some washi tape on the edges just to make sure that it stays in the book. This is one of my favorites. People always think that I draw these or that I was the one that drew this. But it's actually a washi tape. So, just wrap it around. There we go. Every day has a story. Be yourself. How am I going to make this work? That orange on the pink makes it a little hard to read it, but that looks kind of cool. A little trash pile over here. Just be yourself. Or my butterflies. Maybe this way. That silver kind of goes off now. There we go. That kind of fits together. Oops. No. Go. Okay, now let me see what else I need. I need some more washi tape to keep this in. What do I want to use? What does this say? Ooh, where this here is put on this. Okay, I'm not gonna unroll the whole thing to find out what it says. But we're about to finish this up with just a little interesting. No, that's not gonna work. Maybe up here. Great. My fingers have already taken this sticky off. There we go. Be yourself. Maybe I should put some other tape. Oh, here we go. Actually, there's a washi tape that says "Be you, do you, for you." So that fits here with the "Be Yourself" page. Be you. I'm just gonna put that here as a reminder. There we go. Keep the butterflies down. There we go. I guess it's good. There we are. That's pretty neat. Okay, so there we go. I've created a junk journal / envelope journal that will hold my scrap paper for me without it getting damaged. I must say that I do like the pockets that close in over my stuff, so they're not falling out. These may be good for just smaller packets like this. So those are fine. But this here are about to fall out. So I'm gonna put less in these envelopes, or bigger pieces, I should say. Here are some bigger pieces. This may not actually fit here. Let's see. So this is a limitation when the pockets are in this. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Another stack on this side. Will it work? Or will it become too much? Let's find out. It makes your envelope a little bulky, but it still works. So you may have a few of these envelopes for that reason. This is nice because there's not so many in here, but I'm going to put this with the others that look alike. Look at that. My memory. Brown craft colors. I'll put these here. It's the thicker or bigger stack. All right. Oh, there goes my little creation there. We must take adventures in order to know where we truly belong and be yourself. Some coffee. I could decorate this as well. These in here. No, give me back my paper. Okay, y'all. That's it. That was for tonight. This is the new envelope journal. Got pockets, like pockets, more pockets, little design, and some pockets. So there you are. You can go ahead and go create yours. It's very easy. Only need a few supplies. It took a long time, or it was a long video because we went through everything together. So depending on how comfortable you are with what you just saw, it may take you the same amount of time or a little bit longer. But you know, go ahead and clear an afternoon for yourself if you're watching a replay, and create with me and actually do this, or create something that you enjoy doing. There you have it, and that's it. Hope you guys have yourself a good night. I'll be back here again next week, same place, same time, and we'll probably be painting. We'll see. I have actually been enjoying junk journaling though. So yeah, stay tuned. Of course, follow me on Instagram and you can see all the updates as well as any information. Sometimes I get caught up and I don't get to go live, so you'll be able to find that there. But with the new setup that I have, hopefully everything will be a lot more smoother. And going forward, we will be having consistent videos. So stay tuned. I'll see you next week. We should be painting together. Have a good night. Bye.